Hey everyone, it's Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make a simple, completely homemade vanilla pastry cream. So today's recipe for pastry cream is pretty simple. This is a great recipe for using in cream puffs or eclairs or Boston cream pie, and today I want to show you how to make this simple staple recipe. To get started, you're going to want a medium-sized, heavy-bottom saucepan, and we'll place this on our stovetop. We're going to add 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream into our saucepan. And we'll also add a 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And today I'm going to be using a vanilla bean. Now you can substitute vanilla extract instead. I'll explain that a little bit later on. You won't add the vanilla extract at this point if you are using that, but using a vanilla bean is going to help really give this pastry cream a great flavor. As you can probably see, I've gone and broken this one in half and I've just split it lengthwise. That way the vanilla bean seeds can really escape in the pastry cream while they're cooking. So I'm just going to toss these in. And we'll turn our stovetop heat to medium, and we're just going to stir this pretty frequently until the sugar is dissolved and the mixture comes to a simmer. So as soon as this is simmering, we're going to remove our saucepan from the heat. We're going to set this aside and we're going to let it cool for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, as your cream mixture is cooling, it's also going to be steeping, really working in that vanilla bean flavor. You're going to let that cool for 10 minutes, and in the meantime, we're going to move over to our egg mixture. So you are going to need 5 egg yolks, no whites, just the yolks for this recipe. We'll add 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar in with our egg yolks. And we're just going to whisk together the egg yolks and the sugar until the sugar is starting to dissolve a little bit. It's going to be about 15 seconds of whisking. So once you've whisked in your sugar, we're going to add cornstarch. This is 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is going to help thicken up our pastry cream. So we're just going to add this over the egg mixture. And we'll whisk another 30 seconds or so until the cornstarch and egg mixture are well combined and the mixture has even thickened a little bit. So now we have our egg mixture ready, and once your cream mixture has cooled for at least those 10 to 15 minutes, now we're going to combine the two. You have to do this carefully though, because you do not want to cook your eggs, so we're going to slowly add the cream mixture to the egg mixture while whisking. So you can start to just slowly drizzle this in straight from the pot. What I'm going to do is just use a measuring cup. I'll scoop up some of that, and while I'm whisking, I'm just going to slowly drizzle this in. And I'll just repeat that with another cupful. So what we've done here is we've tempered our egg mixture by slowly introducing the cream mixture, the hot cream mixture, to the eggs. So now we can add the rest of it without running the risk of cooking our eggs and curdling the mixture. So I'm just going to pour the rest of this cream mixture into the eggs while whisking. And you can toss those vanilla beans in there too, that's fine, where they're going to get strained out in the end. So we're doing a little bit of back and forth, and now that we've combined these two, we're going to actually pour this back into our saucepan. And the reason we're going back and forth like this is because it's important that you slowly introduce the cream to the egg mixture. You can't slowly put the egg mixture into the cream mixture or you're going to immediately cook the eggs. So we have to slowly transfer everything over to the bowl and then back to the saucepan. We're putting it back in the saucepan, and now we are going to take this back over to our stovetop. And we'll set our heat to medium heat, and we're just going to whisk this constantly until it's thickened. It's going to start to bubble. You want it to reach that kind of pudding consistency. It doesn't have to be completely thickened. It's going to continue to thicken as it cools, but once it starts to really thicken up, you want to remove that from heat. So once we've removed the pastry cream from the heat, you are going to want to keep whisking this for a couple seconds. The pan is still hot. You don't want the cream to burn to the bottom of the pan, so just keep whisking it for a couple seconds longer. So now we're going to actually strain the pastry cream into the serving dish or whatever you're going to be holding it in until you're ready to use it. So I'm going to be using a fine mesh strainer here, and I'm just going to set this over my heat-proof bowl. And I'm just going to pour my pastry cream through the strainer. Now the cream is pretty thick, as you can see, so it's not going to just go through the strainer on its own, so I'm going to use my spatula to just kind of help coax it through my strainer. And as you can see, those vanilla beans are going to get left behind. We don't need them anymore at this point. The reason you want to strain this mixture is because just in case any pieces of egg got cooked or you have any lumps in here, putting it through the strainer is going to filter those out, so you'll have a nice smooth pastry cream. And just when you thought you were done whisking, we do actually have a little bit more to do. Now, if you were using vanilla extract instead of a vanilla bean, you would add that now. You'd add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract at this point. And we're also going to add 4 tablespoons of softened unsalted butter. Now, we're just going to add 1 tablespoon at a time, and we're going to whisk really well after each addition until all of the butter pieces have been completely combined into the pastry cream. All right, so this looks pretty good. Our pastry cream is actually pretty much done at this point. All it needs to do now is chill. So what we're going to do is right now, while it's still warm, you're going to need a piece of plastic wrap, and we're just going to push this gently into the surface of the pastry cream. Just press that surface of the plastic wrap into the surface of the pastry cream, and this is going to help keep a skin from forming on your pastry cream. You'll want to let your pastry cream sit at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it's really cooled down and is almost at room temperature itself. And then once it has, you'll transfer it to your refrigerator where you will want to let it chill for at least 2 hours before using it. So after about 2 hours in the oven, your pastry cream is actually done and it's ready to use. I usually like to stir it up a little bit after I uncover it and before I use it, but this pastry cream, as I mentioned, it's great for eclairs, it's great for cream puffs, it's great for Boston cream pie. This is a great, very versatile vanilla pastry cream. I really hope you guys enjoy today's recipe, and if you try it out, please leave me a comment. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's pastry cream recipe, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that notification bell and please subscribe. Also, if you guys enjoyed this recipe, here are a few others you might like as well.